Hi guys, I hear that reaction videos are all the rage nowadays, so I am going to listen to the Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks episode number 1, originally broadcast January 11th, 2010. I have never listened to this episode before, so I'm going to videotape my live reaction to the show. Okay, here we go.
Mary, please, Mary. You're trying to kill me. Mary, why now? Because 2 years ago I slept 8 hours. A year ago it was 12. It's up to 15 now. Pretty soon it's going to be 24. What are you trying to do? Scare me? I need a life. Get a job! I don't want a job. I want you. I'm taken by me. Get out of the house. Do something useful, goddammit. You wouldn't let me work when I wanted to. That was a year ago. Throw a tantrum every time you call and I'm not home. Look, sister, I'm out there in the jungle 8 hours a day. You wouldn't even let me canvass for Kennedy. You want a job? I got a job for you. Fix up this pigsty. You get a pretty goddamn good salary for testing out this bed all day. You want an extra $50 a week? Try vacuuming. You want an extra 100? Make this goddamn bed. Try opening some goddamn windows. That's why you can't stand up in here. The goddamn place smells like a coffin.
Guess the theme music hasn't changed.
I was Googling stuff trying to spell wheelbarrow correctly.
Yeah.
And, like, how old am I? I'm 27?
Yeah.
I'm
an old fucker.
Yeah, I'm at this point in my life, and up until now, I always thought that it was wheelbarrow, which makes sense. It's basically a barrel that you're wheeling around, but it isn't. It's BARROW. Did you even know that, or am I retarded?
Yeah, it's not a barrel. It's a.
I always thought it was wheelbarrow, but it's not. It's so I guess I'm the idiot.
Well, it's not a barrel. It's a barrel.
Well, I know, but I thought that's what it was. It was like, two words put together, but it's not. It's its own word.
Exactly.
That was kind of funny. But yeah, the Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks is what we're calling this, I guess, because Mike and Mike is kind of dumb.
Yeah, that.
One of us could have came up with a nickname or something like Bono or the Edge.
No, the Salty Gator.
But then we'd have to decide which one of us was the homo.
Yeah.
That's before
I was
Napier
looking
was called
that up the other day. The Edge, dude's name is Dave. Like, do you think that when you two started off, like, they were calling him Dave? Do you think he was ever Dave, or do you think he, introduced himself as the Edge, and that's just what they've always called him?
I'm pretty sure if somebody ever introduced themselves to me as the Edge, I'd slap them right in the nutsack.
Yeah, I mean, like, do you start a band with a dude who wants to be called the Edge?
No, you don't do that. That's gay. Why would you do that?
Well, what I want to know is, were they friends with him before he was the Edge? I mean, if I were to come to you in a couple of days and be like, Napes, I don't want you to call me Mike.
Oh, no, he is
I
Napier,
want to be
okay.
known as the Rooster. Like, you'd probably punch me or something. I mean, you certainly would, not start calling me the Rooster. I mean, just be like, oh, okay, the Rooster.
I would slap you right in the nutsack and then yell, no homos. I'm not gay.
They have two pretentious pricks in that band. Bono's name is Paul. Dude named Paul.
Is his last name Bono?
No. Bono is nowhere in his real name. I don't know where he came up with. What even is a Bono?
I don't know.
I guess the Edge is a thing.
I guess he dubbed himself Bono.
Yeah, he just no, I will not be known as Paul. That's my Bono impression.
Did you hear that story about what Bono did over in Scotland?
No, what did he do?
He got up on stage and started preaching to the crowd and started clapping his hands like, okay, everybody start clapping your hands. And a couple people started, doing that. And he goes, every time you clap your hands, a little child in Africa dies. And somebody shouted out, well, then stop fucking clapping your hands.
Then stop clapping your hands. So that's kind of shitty to put that on people. To, like, tell them to clap their hands, and then after they've been clapping their hands a while, tell them what they're really doing. That's pretty fucked up.
Exactly.
Like, you've now killed 12 African children, you sons of bitches. Like, Bono, you son of a bitch, don't you put that on me. Don't you put that blood on my hands, Bono. Paul, you fuck.
Paul, do you realize how many baby angels you just killed right now?
So if we were to make you a nickname, what would your nickname be? Would you be the
I'd be Testicules.
like what are those guys in New York? Mike and the Mad Dog. Like, who decided who was Mike? Who got to be their real name, and who was the other guy?
Well, the front dude, you get to keep your real name, and then the backup dude, you get the nickname because you're not important enough to be first name dude.
Do you think that I guess what the Mad Dog would be like the crazy guy? Ooh, I'm bringing the thunder. There's the straight man and then the crazy guy. So I guess in this case I'd be the straight guy and you'd be the crazy guy. So you get a nickname. What would your nickname be? I guess it'll be the Mike and the wacky magician.
The man scooter.
The man scooter. Mike and the mad scooter in the morning.
Exactly.
I like it. Oh boy.
Like, the reason that they do that is because the dude, the straight dude, the dude with the actual name dude's supposed to calm down funny name dude. Like, if funny name
dude just getting crazy.
Exactly. Like if he slips up one day and says faggot on the air, like, oh, you can't say faggot. Like, he's like,
the crazy man saying faggot.
Gator, you can't say faggot. Like, we weren't supposed to say that in the script. We already, okay.
He's out of his mind. We can't control him. He's a madman.
Oh, no.
That's funny. Well, what's going on, Naves?
Well, lately in the Little Gun Worlds,
oh boy,
if you want to follow the Little Gun Worlds, some dude decided over in Tennessee it'd be a great idea to go buy an AK pistol, because Tennessee,
is that a real thing, an AK pistol?
Hell yeah, dude, they're like $350. They're awesome.
So it's like a mixture of I don't know.
It's an AK like made smaller and with no buttstock, so it becomes a pistol. But it looks exactly like an AK with no buttstock on it. And
so it's like a fun-sized AK.
Well, yeah, it's like a pistol version of an AK. It's like a little handy dude. Like, you got the big hammer and you got the small hammer for small jobs. Well, that's your small hammer.
Yeah.
Well, this guy decided it'd be a great idea to bull bait some cops into fucking beating his ass, or throwing them to the ground with shotguns blaring. And he pretty much knew if he walked around this park where open carry was legal, he was going to open carry this AK pistol on a sling around his back at first. Like, he just put this fucking thing around his back, like, just like put it around there like he was a homeless man. It was a bag full of like hobo goodies. Well,
a bag full of hobo goodies.
So he takes this thing and he goes down to this park, and not only did he do fucking stupid shit like take his AK pistol to the park to walk his dog, which he had no dog, he just wanted to walk around. He goes around and he paints he paints the fucking tip of it like safety orange to make it look like a fucking toy gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that pisses people off a little bit, especially
the
cops.
I could imagine this happening yesterday.
Safety orange.
Well, yeah, he made it look like a goddamn toy.
He thought, did they get an opportunity to be pissed off, or they already did?
No, they got an opportunity to be pissed off. Apparently, he was walking around and a couple of people saw him, and he wasn't dressed like a normal person. He wasn't like some dude wearing a normal t-shirt and jeans, maybe a hat. No, this fucker decided to go out and buy some military surplus shit and put on his best crap for his Sunday run-ins and went around to this park in mil surplus gear and big old mil surplus boots and camo shit.
So he was basically wearing a big sign that said, "I'm a crazy fucker and I'm here to kill you."
Exactly. He wore his fucking attention whore outfit and painted his gun to make it look like a toy because he said he didn't want the cops to shoot him. And he said that they would hesitate a moment if they thought that it was a plastic gun.
How'd that work out for him?
Apparently the park rangers went up to him. One of them went up to him and said, "Hey, fuckface, what are you doing?" The guy said, "Walking around with my shit." And the guy says, "Is that a rifle?" He goes, "No." "Why'd you paint it orange?" "None of your business. Eat a dick in hell."
And a dick in hell.
So the guy's walking around this like fucking pond, and he's making his way around. You know, like the pond over by Chris's house.
He's just walking around.
Yeah, he's just walking around it, and then he gets to the other side of the little lake, and there's another park ranger there, a different park ranger than before, with his shotgun out, telling him to get the fuck on the ground.
Yeah.
And then held him for a few hours until they figured out what the fuck he was carrying.
So did they ever discover exactly what it was that he was doing?
Oh yeah, he was bull baiting cops into a lawsuit.
Yeah.
And they pretty much figured that out really quick. They had him like in the car for 2 hours while they figured out what the fuck this thing he was carrying was.
Yeah.
And so he says, "Well, I'm not fixing on suing nobody because I didn't technically receive any damages and I don't have a case." So he tries to buy a silencer for his new pistol, which is legal in Tennessee, perfectly legal, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Well, the guy who was selling him the silencer, like that, this was a big news program out there. Like they had this shit on the news, and all of his dirty laundry was airing. And the gun shop dude who he put a deposit on for the silencer said, "There's no way in hell I'm selling you a silencer, dude. You are fucked up." And told him to get the fuck out and gave him his money back. And now he said, "Oh well, this cost me an opportunity to buy a silencer, so I'm going to sue the park department."
Which was the whole intention to begin with.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, this is the exact same thing as going to like Deerbergs or Schnucks and, taking a thing of butter spray and like, "Oh, spray butter all over the ground. Whoops, I've fallen. Oh no, I've hurt myself. I guess I'm going to have to sue you because if not, I will never be able to pay these medical bills. Oh God, no. What will my 3 cats eat?"
At least 3 cats.
At least 3 cats.
I'm guessing probably more than that. That's funny. I just don't I mean, really, when it comes down to it, why don't you just... There's so much that you can do. I mean, people will pay you to do all kinds of shit.
Well, apparently this dude's already on disability. Like, this isn't his first time suing somebody.
Yeah.
He's been suing places. And he's notorious in the little gun world. Wherever he happens to grace his goddamn cock splatter, he just fucks everything up. He's like a freight train of failure. Just over and over again.
A freight train of failure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything he touches, he fucks up. And he tried to sue some little gun store for not selling him ammo, I heard, or not in the quantity he so desired at the day. All kinds of stupid shit like that. Yeah, so, yeah, Mr. Disability, who has hurt himself so greatly doing whatever job he happened to have come across whenever he did.
Well, it sounds to me like if he can, spend time hauling an AK around a pond all day, what's he on disability for?
Apparently he hurt himself, I don't know, playing with his sounding kit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that when you put a nail in your wiener hole?
Yeah, you put a nail in your wiener hole and you get a little vibrator, and you vibrate the little metal rod. And I saw this awesome little thing. It was this, those jeweler screwdrivers, those little jeweler things.
You saw what?
The jeweler screwdrivers, the little, the little silver ones. They got the little top thing that's. they're these little screwdrivers you're supposed to buy for like tiny little screws.
Okay,
Or
yeah,
things
like an eyeglass kit almost, kind of.
Well, a little bit bigger. Yeah, about
Okay.
the same thing as
Yeah.
an eyeglass kit, only a little bigger. And right across the front of the box, there was a message that said, "Not for inserting into penis."
That's on the box.
Yeah, that's on the box. The box.
What really is for inserting? I mean, like, do they make something specifically for inserting in your penis?
Oh yeah, I mean, you get sounding kits. They're these little like
I mean,
there's steel rods.
There's something actually for that, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's something for that. I mean, they make it to put in your penis hole, and then you jerk off and put a vibrator on it, and it goes ding 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 ding.
In your lifetime, can you ever imagine a time when you're sitting at home and thinking to yourself, "Hey, man, wouldn't it be really cool if I could put stuff in my penis hole?"
No,
I mean,
never.
Even when we're talking about it now, and we're talking about how people do that, at no point do I think, well, maybe I should try that. I just, ooh. I mean, like, have you ever been, like, jacking off in the shower and gotten shampoo in your pee hole? That was good enough for me, man.
Well,
That was awful.
I wouldn't toot my own horn, but yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't toot your own horn?
Well, unless it was one of those parties where everybody was tooting their own horn.
Like, it in a circle?
Well, not necessarily in a circle.
Just in a random...
Well, it could be standing up on each other. It could be a fling party where you just fling it on each other.
That seems excessive.
Well, I mean, it's Spider-Man night. It's sort of like, oh, my webbing!
Oh, he's crazy! I gotta get him under control! The crazy doctor! What was it that Jesse wanted me to ask you about? It was chud babies.
Oh, chud babies.
Yeah.
Chud babies happen when you have anal sex with a woman and you spood inside her butthole.
Yeah.
And then, you keep kind of going a little bit so it mixes around in there. And then, like, 2 or 3 days later, when it falls out, whenever she goes... Whenever she goes...
2 or 3 days?
Well, sometimes. I mean, if you're getting your poo pushed in, it might, be backed up for a little bit. So, I don't know. I've never had my poo pushed in.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
But then you got to leave it in there for a while to stir it up.
Well, it ferments itself.
Yeah.
It's it's like prison gin or whatever that is.
So I'll make it in the toilet.
I'll make sangria in the toilet. So you after a few days or a few hours, what have you, what comes out later on after the lady does her business, that's the chud baby.
So you just stick it on up there and then make yourself a little snack.
Oh yeah. Oh, did I tell you my idea for getting your Red Wings? Like, I had this idea for a restaurant, and what you do is you get these extra spicy buffalo wings, and they're just dyed completely red, just red as hell. And you eat them, and then you get this little placard, like when you're done, it says, "I got my Red Wings." Like when you're eating a lady out on her Tasty Time.
Oh,
the Red Wings. Like,
how long did it take for you to bring up Tasty Time? 17 minutes. And there it is.
Well, you interrupted me with your butthole talk. I mean, I go to the vagina first, but then the butthole. You don't go butthole to vagina. That's called cross-contamination.
Yeah.
You can't cross-contaminate.
Yeah, you go from butthole to... If you go to vagina, then to butthole, then back to vagina, did you like form a barrier that...
No, that's just no. Well, you can go vagina to butthole, because then you got some scoochums on your junk, and she might be all sweaty, and that helps too. But if you go butthole to vagina, you're just asking for crotch rot. Yeah, it's not.
Fabulous.
Yeah, you can't have your lady having crotch rot. That's just, that's not cool.
You want to do a song?
I can't sing. I sound like some dude Ron Jeremy throat fucked for like 10 hours. What kind of song? Yeah.
Well, so far so good, but I'm going to get a drink. I'll be right back. We sit out in the weather. Failure is 10 times breathe. Tell, wash your hands of it forever. Violence is ripped through the old hardwood fence. See the hope, see the gravel. Truck brother said he could reason with them. While they light it up, they light it up, they light it up. While they light it up, they light it up, they light it up. The picture was left on the front porch. The back said, I love you, don't you ever be cold. My body goes down to hell with my soul. We don't even know the difference. Dead folks in the clouds are crying out loud while they light it up, they light it up, while they light it up. While they light it up, they light it up, while they light it up. And why, if he lives so long, for some reason this song reminds me of Guitar Hero. Red, yellow, whatever. Other colors I don't remember. It's been a while. Fix the camera a tiny bit. How's not the same since we left that day? Old friends seem to wander. Our parents and I don't think I've ever heard this song before. While they light it up, they light it up, they light it up. While they light it up, they light it up, they light it up. And why, if we live so long, nice mellow song. I have no idea what they're saying.
Masturbate. Masturbate on my face. On my
No, that's the Monster Mash. No, that's Death Clock. Oh, so like heavy metal. Heavy metal. Is monster metal and heavy metal a different thing? I don't know. I guess
They are not. Well, every time I've been in the car with you, you listen to like weird Japanese techno music. Are you even like aware of real music? Or?
Oh yeah, Death Clock.
Yeah. So music based on a cartoon you're aware of, but not like music.
I like Still Alive. That was based on a video game.
So to answer my question, not really.
No, I like real music. I like real music that comes from video games.
So I mean, like next month, me and Bobby are going to Kansas City to see Alice in Chains. Is that something that like you would say, oh, that's cool, or would you be like, fuck Alice in Chains?
Wonder how that went
Fuck
for you,
Alice in Chains.
since this
Fuck
was like
Alice in
5 years
Chains.
ago.
I have no use for them.
Well, I'm partial to them because they saved my friend Chris's life. Did I ever tell you that story?
No, you did not.
The story of when Lane Staley saved Chris's life. Chris was, I think he was driving home from Chicago. I want to say it was Chicago, and he was like, you know when you like are really questioning whether you should drive or whether you should just stay where you are.
No, I never question that. I'm always ready to drive.
Really? Well, I mean, like, you're kind of falling asleep, but you're like, fuck it, I can probably make it because I don't want to get up.
Well, I just pound one out real quick and then I'm good to go.
Okay, well, you understand the concept.
Well, yeah, I get the
Oh,
concept.
yeah. So Chris was driving home from Chicago, and he didn't know whether or not he'd make it or not. He didn't want to get up the next day and drive home. So he's driving on the highway, and he's kind of dozing off, and like with perfect timing, like out of nowhere, like the start of so you don't know anything about Alice in Chains, you don't know anything, but
No.
well, they have a song. It's called called Them Bones, and this is how it starts. Like it starts off with like you can't hear it, so I guess that's not helping you.
Well,
No, but like it starts off like with the dude just fucking yelling just out of nowhere. Yeah, like that's how it starts, and I played it so everybody else except you can hear it, but yeah, like he just yells. Here, I'll give it a second. Actually, play it so you can hear it. This is how the song starts. It didn't play. Fuck you.
it plays.
But yeah, it's doing the thing, but it isn't playing
Oh,
for
check the thing. I might have muted it. 'Cause you can keep hearing the button clicks.
Well, that doesn't.
No, it doesn't. My faggotry knows no goddamn boundaries.
Muted it? So I'm sitting here trying to play shit, and you muted it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they couldn't hear the button clicks, and that's what that's what the purpose was. I mean, if you can't hear the button clicks, you're awesome.
Oh, so how do you unmute it?
You got to go to the little speaker thing and then right click it and hit mute.
Your sound is
speakers.
definitely
This is-
improved over
yeah,
the years.
This thing?
Yeah, that thing. No, not that thing.
Volume control.
Yeah, volume control.
You have mute out.
Yeah. Yeah, but now they can hear button clicks.
How do you make it shake?
You gotta turn off button clicks.
The sync mark. Leave it on. So, this. You're playing some weird song.
What is that?
Adina?
Adina?
God, it's probably some weird ass Chinese shit.
What is it? What is it called?
Adina.
Adina?
Adina. It's on your fucking iTunes.
I don't know what it is. I got all kinds of shit on there. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does.
Okay, so anyway, God damn it!
Oh, Dima. Oh, that's the dude. Like, what's his name from fucking Korn? That's his brother's band.
I hate you so much.
Oh, well,
So anyway, this is Them Bones, the song that I was talking about. Oh God, what just happened?
that was your thing.
Yeah,
That's cool.
So it woke Chris up, and it sounds interesting, but now it doesn't sound interesting at all because it's ruined.
Well, you did that. I didn't do that.
It's completely fucking ruined. Yeah, but it God damn it.
It's so funny. I don't even know what's going on here.
Neither do I. This is so unprofessional.
I'm not doing this for money.
That's true.
I'm doing this for some puss.
You're doing it for the puss.
Yeah.
Now I just want to play this over and over again. Because now I finally got it to work.
What are you playing that in?
Windows Media Player for your iTunes is fucking goofy.
No, that my iTunes takes out a lot of shit. That's a netbook. Netbooks aren't powerful. They're meant to be netbooks.
Windows Media Player works just fine.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back.
So, yeah. Anyway, next month we're going to see Alice in Chains, and you could care less because you like music based on video games. I think Alice in Chains was in one of the rock bands or something. Does that count as music in a video game?
Well, no. I like music that was made for the video game.
Made for the video game? Like,
Yeah. No. Like here.
with like a techno beat, like a...
No. No, here, give me my little thing. I will show you. Give me my little thing. I will show you real music from a video game.
Oh, I can hardly wait. Real music.
Yeah, that's real music.
Based on a video game.
Based on an awesome video game.
What the hell
Where some
was that
chick runs
noise?
around and just fucks dudes up. Like she slings her girl dick everywhere.
Oh, come on.
Make a noise.
Follow the Portal song.
Alright, well, yeah, here's Napier's song.
This is a good song. So creepy. This is a good song.
We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying to never pick. And the science gets done, and you make a neat plan to the people who are still alive.
If this is Napier's taste in music, I gotta approve.
I'm making songs since you like that. Even though you broke my heart and killed me, I'm trying to pieces into every piece that you apart. Let's be good because I'm so happy for you. All these pieces of paper make a beautiful picture. I know we're the paper we're missing on. So I never got back think of all the things we learned for the people who are still alive. Go ahead and leave me. I think I prefer to stay inside. Maybe you'll find someone else to come to. Maybe let me stop. That was a joke, haha, that chance. Anyway, this cake is great. It's so delicious and nice. Look at me, still packing on this night. When I look up there, it makes me glad I love you. I can stand next to
It's still alive. That's when you drive around in your car listening every day.
I've driven around in my
I-
car
I-
listening to that before.
That's my meditation music. That and the dude from Brothers shit band.
Well, 2 songs from it, but no, not all.
Are they in video game?
No,
No.
that's just something I picked up from somewhere.
You got them on accident.
No,
Just listen to them.
yeah, but it's only like 2 songs. Well, I don't think he's in the band anymore. I think they kicked him out for being a whiny douchebag.
They kicked, but they were probably only around because he was the dude from Road.
Well, yeah, but yeah, that's why they're not any around him. Where they had like the 1 CD and then they had a bunch of CDs after that.
They're like, we're not going to put up with your bullshit, even though you're the only reason we're famous.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now they're playing firehouses around the country.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're like, I don't know, playing kids' birthday parties and hanging out and like, oh, little Timmy's 11. Good job,
We're
little guy.
so angsty. Happy birthday.
We're gonna sing a song to you that you'll get like 10 years later when your parents like hate you and you hate them too.
You'll understand this one day, kids. When all hope is lost.
And your dad won't buy you condoms in June.
That's
Like, fuck you, Dad. I don't need this shit. I got too much going on in my life.
I'm gonna go buy an Edema record.
I'm gonna paint my face. ICP, bro. ICP. I'm in the posse now.
You can buy me whatever color shirt you want. I got all the black dye I need. You can take these My Little Ponies and shove them up your ass.
God damn it, Mom. I don't want sweaters. I'm too dark. God damn it, I want to be hardcore. Why don't you let me be hardcore?
That's great. Oh man, I wish I would have had that Alice in Chains drop when you were telling that gun story.
What Alice in Chains? Oh, the little
About to
opening.
fall asleep there. This is awful.
Every moment of it.
No one's gonna listen to this.
Somebody will
You're
listen to
wrong.
it. I'll
I
listen
am right
to it.
now.
You'll listen. You're gonna sit back and listen to yourself.
I sit back and listen to myself all the time.
Do you just, sit there and go, oh, Napier?
No, well, I got my little WoW Ventrello peoples. We get on the WoW and we raid and we yell at each other.
I'm definitely gonna need the Alice in Chains thing if you start talking about WoW.
What's wrong with WoW? WoW's awesome. Everybody loves World of Warcraft. You can be a ninja or a knight or a magician. Yeah.
Magician.
Yeah, you run around casting spells and turning people into sheep. And sometimes you make water for them and bread. They eat the bread and the
For
water.
the sheep? Or for
No.
the people that turn people in?
Well, no, the people who turn people into sheep, they also turn things into water and bread so that you can eat and drink it. Ah, noise.
I'm sorry.
Some great might work.
But yeah. What?
I don't know.
That penis.
Oh, penis.
Oh, penis.
I'm assuming that we'll eventually get better at this.
I don't.
We're never gonna get any better.
No.
I mean, with time, we'll work out.
I assume that this is going to be like this is the top of the mountain right here. It's never getting any better.
You're trying to kill me.
I can't even tell right now if it's still moving or not.
No, it's moving. What? Yeah, see? No, it is moving. What do you mean, no?
It's
No, it's doing
Right
tick,
at-
tick, tick.
38.
Yeah, see? It's moving.
No, it's not moving. It's right at 38. It's not
No, it's moving past 38.
So yeah, you're probably right. It's not going to get any better.
Nope, not even a little bit.
This is it. This is
What you're getting now is what you're getting forever.
Yeah. So that's just something we're both going to have to deal with.
The sun will plunge into the earth before this gets any better.
Well, I don't know. I think your audio got better at least.
Shut babies. And, we're going to do it in a very unprofessional manner.
Can I say cunt runts?
I guess based on the subject matter, if we were really sleek and polished, it just wouldn't.
No.
Right. I guess.
We need to get Steve in here. Steve will come in here. He'll put his.
Steve was a radio.
Yeah, Steve is a radio dude. He does radio things.
He doesn't now.
I wonder who Steve is.
6 months. He's counting.
He's a wanderer. You can't tie him down.
I think now he's
Riding an ambulance. Why?
I don't know.
Like he does that.
He was in radio. I think at one point he worked at Deerbergs or something. Pizza driver. And what else did he do?
Apparently got married.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, now he drives an ambulance. And Matt Fisher.
No, he's been doing his little gym thing.
Well, I mean, he was a karate guy, and then he was a gym guy, and he was a bodybuilder.
Well, now he's still doing that.
Is he?
I think.
Worked at the vitamin place.
Well, he worked at the vitamin place while he was trying to be a gym dude. Yeah, I think he's still a gym dude. Not at the same gym though. I think a different gym. Yeah.
Does that count as flip flopping?
Well, I mean it's
relocating?
it's roughly the same thing. I mean, it's like going from one day you work at the Pizza Hut and then one day you work at the McDonald's. You're still doing the same thing. You got a different shirt on and you smell different, but I mean you're still shoveling the same shit.
Pretty much. Though I don't know. I think that Pizza Hut would probably be better than McDonald's.
Well,
Make a pizza. McDonald's when you're slinging hamburgers all day.
well, at pizza you're just slinging toppings all day. Then you can go like fuck on the prep table when nobody's around.
Yeah, you certainly can.
Didn't Joey do that a couple times?
Good for him. God bless.
What happened to that Asian dude that worked there, who pissed in the thin dough?
The Asian dude that pissed in the
Yeah, well, when I got there, I thought there was like some rumor, like there used to be some Asian manager up there
that pissed in thin dough.
Yeah, that pissed in things.
Well, I mean, how would he ever get caught?
No, apparently he quit and said he pissed in the thin dough.
Unless somebody, has an avid palate for piss. And there's piss in this thin dough. How would you even know? I mean, you probably piss many times in your day, and you wouldn't even know because you don't know the taste of piss.
Well, one day I was drunk and I peed, and my penis kind of pointed up like I had I had like a sleepy boner.
A sleepy boner?
Yeah, and I
pissed in your mouth?
Well, no, I pissed near it, but I caught like it was close enough to where I could, if I wanted to get the taste, I could have.
But you didn't?
No, I didn't.
You
want
should
to.
have. Then you would have had a frame of reference.
Well, why don't I just piss on my hands
Let
and
me
lick
ask
my
you
hands?
a question. Would you rather drink your own piss or someone else's?
Who's?
Oh, it depends on who.
Yeah.
Charlize Theron.
I would drink her. Period. Fuck her piss.
Okay. John Goodman.
No.
You'd rather drink your own piss?
I'd rather drink the piss from a hog's nutsack.
So basically, the answer would depend on who it was, but as a general consensus, if from both sides of the spectrum, the most average piss, not the worst person's piss, not the best person's piss, somewhere in the middle. If you could drink an average, everyday person's piss or your own piss, which would you just decide?
Well, my own piss, but that would really depend on if there was blood in it or not.
Do you generally have blood in your piss? I don't think that's good.
Well, no, not lately, but I mean, I've had blood in my piss. Like, we were like playing hockey, and the coach was like, "Oh, Napier, you're not running fast enough." And rah, 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 rah. You know what burns my ass to fire this high? That kind of shit.
But what does that have to do with blood in your piss?
I used to run into my piss blood.
No.
Yeah.
It's a lot of running.
That's a lot of piss,
Why
too.
would you run in hockey when you skate?
Well, I skated, too.
Mine nitpicking.
Well, yeah. I used to run around like a goddamn idiot in my big oversized crap.
Yeah.
And they used to like, "Oh, Napier, you're not running fast enough." Like, I'm keeping up with everybody, coach. I'm just bigger than they are. You got to put things into perspective. There's a scale here.
It's a slippery slope.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then me and Tommy Glenn got into a stick swinging match.
Who won?
I did because he was a little bitch and I'm bigger than him.
Little bitch.
Remember him? He was tiny as fuck.
I don't remember his size necessarily.
Remember he had a sister. I thought she had like little tiny boobies for her relative size.
I don't remember his. I don't remember his sister either. He had a sister?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh. Why do I not remember that? Shouldn't I remember that?
I don't think she came to games.
Well then, so you got in like a argument with him or something?
No, he hit me and I hit him, and then he hit me in the face with his stick, and I hit him in the face with my stick, and then
Like you swung it like
yeah, like we were hitting each other in the face with
why?
sticks.
Just cause?
Well, apparently I don't remember exactly what happened, but it turned into me punching him in the face with my hockey stick.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that was it?
Well, I mean, yeah.
I guess that would be the end.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think either one of us really won. It's like, hey, wait a minute, are we punching each other in the face with sticks?
When you hit each other in the face with sticks, there are no winners.
No, there clearly are winners. Eventually, some dude gets all his teeth broke out, and then he might die.
Yeah.
I guess if you die, the other guy won. That's kind of the.
So years from now, when you both, whoever dies first, that's who won.
Yeah.
Or that's who lost.
Yeah, I mean, it's still ongoing right now.
Yeah.
Just
So
taking
right
a
now,
hiatus.
you're really still in a battle to the death. It's just guys. Do you think you'll get a postcard or something?
Well,
Commissioner that's keeping track.
well, I get to put my name. I get to put my mark on his tombstone, which means that's my victim.
His corpse will taste your piss.
His corpse will taste my fury for eternity.
His corpse will taste the salty goodness of your bloody urine.
I'm keeping my spud in a jar, and I think he's also going to keep his knuckle children in like this big ass mason jar. And when one of us dies, the other one has to be embalmed with the other one's man baby gravy. Just filling your every pore. That way you don't become a vampire. Because you have no blood. It's nothing but spoon.
Oh boy. Well,
So how long are we doing this for?
I don't know. I guess like an hour.
Like a full hour or like
Is there a different kind of hour?
well, you know how like 12 is a dozen and 6 is a retard's dozen?
Well, 6 would be like a half a dozen.
Well, no, it's a 7 is a retard's
And a
dozen.
baker's dozen,
It's
11,
No, it's 13
13.
Yeah.
Why would it be 13?
because bakers use more.
Is it because they eat one?
Well, I mean, you assume one's going to break on the way.
Oh, so he makes 13 just in case one's fucked up.
Well, you add one more.
So then he doesn't promise a baker's dozen. He promises a dozen. But if there is a baker's dozen, then I guess he didn't fuck up the one.
Well, yeah, bakers need it because it's important to their work, to their science.
To make 13.
Well, you got the extra one just in case you need part of one. Like you get 12, and like, oh, I don't think that's exactly enough, so I'm gonna break open this little shit bag, and we got part of another one.
Well, I guess like when you make a bowl of something, you know, you just make however much you got. You don't like throw away extra just for the fuck of it.
Well, I do. Yeah, because I'm a man.
Whatever that is. Still, wouldn't you just make it? I mean, what does it matter?
No, I like to toss it in the garbage. Because fuck the homeless.
We went to some pizza joint yesterday, and somebody brought some girl. I don't know who she was, but she got up to leave, and there was just a couple of us sitting there. And once she got up to leave, she then talked for like 10 minutes straight. And I didn't want to be rude, but I had no idea what the fuck she was talking about, and I was falling asleep sitting there. So, like, I've determined from this conversation with this girl where she was just talking and like, you know, like I was falling asleep, and at one point I was trying to break it up, like, and so like I just farted really loud, and like, everybody stopped and looked at me like I was a fucking asshole, and like went back to what they were doing. I'm kind of a prick. Like, I never really thought about it before, but I mean, like, you know, who's just sitting there at the table and some girl's in the middle of talking about something and just fucking farts? Who does that?
Somebody who doesn't want to talk to said girl anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of a prick. I guess it would have been ruder. Would it have been ruder to say, hey, shut up?
No, you should do what I do. I make people think that I'm like a half-wit.
Yeah.
And I just, whenever they start talking to me and I don't want to talk to them, I go, no, and then I walk away.
Like, we just yell at them.
I just yell at them, I go, no. Like, have you ever been at the mall and they got those little survey people, and they go, would you like to take a, no! You don't even let them, just leave them, just go away. Like, yep, okay, I got my answer. I got my answer. I am awesome.
Yeah, and so if you keep expectations low, well, I think I've been keeping expectations low for a long time. I don't think anybody, like, you know, comes over to the mic table expecting me to, like, be, you know, warm and cheery and, oh, really? Let's talk about your day for 20 minutes, you know? I mean, don't they almost kind of expect me to monopolize the conversation, fart, and, you know, say fuck a lot?
Well, I mean, you said the girl didn't know you, so how would...
Yeah, I guess. But, I mean, you know, I guess the people that did know me there probably weren't thinking, God, Mike's such a dick. They were probably thinking, oh, Mike is being quite Mike in his Mikeness.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, you should...
I wasn't trying to be a dickhead to her. I just kind of
Well, no,
am
you
a
were
dickhead.
kind of trying to be a dickhead to her.
No, I don't think I was purposely trying to.
So you didn't purposely fart?
Well, no, I did purposely fart, but I was hoping...
Is farting socially acceptable?
I was hoping that it would have an end game that involved her going, oh, well, it was nice meeting you all, and not, like, you know, go on for another 4 or 5 minutes about, you know,
so the options were, I'm sorry, miss, I don't want to talk to you anymore, or...
I don't know, you fucking grandma, what does this matter to me? Yeah, it's like everybody... It sounds like, you know, like a dickhead thing to say, but I mean, if every asshole that I ever met in my life, you know, if the guy at Papa John's, you go to pick up your pizza, and the guy at Papa John's is like, let me tell you about my grandma. It's like, fuck
what,
you.
Like Christine? Like Christine?
Oh, my shoes! I don't know where my shoes are.
Didn't when her dad, like, blows brains out and set their house, well, he set their house on fire and then blew his brains out, didn't she, like, talk to customers about them, like, yeah, thanks for ordering the Meat Lovers Pizza. By the way, my dad died after he burnt down our house.
I believe that's accurate, yeah. She offered you her virginity, didn't
Yeah, I told her she could keep
it. No, thanks.
Oh, God, what the fuck is up with... And her one brown tooth.
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah, that was a little creepy.
That girl wanted you.
Yeah, she did. She actually asked me to spank her a few times.
So I handled that wrong. Is that your judgment on that?
Well, I would have handled it differently. I'm not saying there's no right.
What would you
wrong.
have handled it differently? You would have just sat there and looked off into space.
Well, I have to invent a dial tone at my job, so I just invent a dial tone like, that bitch wasn't she a whore? That's my grandma. Like, oh, well, am I wrong?
Yeah. So I don't try to be the way that I am. I mean, it's not like, I mean, with some people, I kind of get the vibe like, you know, they're making a conscious effort to, you know, put on a persona. I'm just kind of a prick.
Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, the world needs dicks, pussies, and assholes. We all know this from from the South Park guys.
Oh, that thing at the end of Team America World Police.
Yeah. So without dicks,
Dicks,
pussies,
fuck, pussies, and assholes, something.
and assholes get shit all over your pussies,
Yeah.
and then dicks fuck assholes as well.
So you're saying the world needs people like me
Oh,
to,
of course.
to fart, to try to. Man, it was loud and it was stinky too. And then another guy was like in the middle of telling a story when I decided to leave. And like I just kind of stood up and high-fived, and he kept telling the story, and I was like, that must have come off as, man, your fucking story's really boring, which I guess is accurate, but I probably didn't look good doing it.
Was it like Michelle Getz's old stories, like, oh my god, me and my mom were at the high school today, and she was dropping me off, and this car backed up, and we almost got into an accident, but then we didn't.
That's a really bad story.
Yeah, it is, and that's the story she used to tell me all the goddamn time whenever we were out on dates. Made me want to punch kittens.
Is there an alternative to punching kittens? I mean, what's your outlet if there isn't any kittens around for you to punch?
Well, you can take a shit in a bag and then hook the bag at people, like their houses.
Do you remember when we got those 2000 Disturbed tapes from that street team, and we were out throwing Disturbed tapes at old people?
No, I wasn't there for that one.
Yeah, you were, weren't you?
No.
It was in Bobby's Big Blue Van.
No, in Bobby's Big Blue Van, we went around and we smashed that cat mailbox that Tom had a boner for.
Oh, yeah. Well, no,
we tried to steal a cement goose and it fell on his leg and almost broke his leg.
When I first discovered the internet, one of the fun things that I found was that if you signed up for street teams, they would send you like cassette tapes and stickers and tchotchkes for you to hand out at schools and stuff. They sent me 2,500 tape singles of Disturbed's Down with the Sickness. So I had 2,500. Can you imagine how big that is?
What would you do?
It took
with that?
2 of us to carry it. It was such a big box of tapes.
It was just like, was it a full tape cassette with one single on it?
It had one song on the front, one song on the back. And we had 2,500. I mean, I don't know 2,500 people. I guess what they wanted us to do is they wanted us to see all these tapes and get excited and like, yeah, I'm really, breaking this band. And really they wanted free labor for us to, haul it up to a rock show or something, hand them out outside the door or something like that. Which, if I was paid to do that, I would be happy to stand outside somewhere and hand out shit. But I wasn't going to do it for free. And so I had these 2,500 tapes. And so we just put them in the back of Bobby's van and just drove around and threw them at pedestrians and shit. And I mean, that was what we did for weeks.
I mean, they didn't figure out, like, where the hell you were getting all of the same tapes at, or nobody gave a rat's ass?
Well, who would have given a rat's ass?
I don't know. What were you, like a Johnny Appleseed of Disturbed? Like,
yeah,
just planting?
We were the Disturbed Johnny Appleseed. We were just out tossing them. And I don't think we were throwing it at their target demographic. I think we were throwing them at old people and speed walkers. And
do people still speed walk? That's kind of like an old lady
thing.
Well,
this was 10 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. Do
you realize 1990, 1990 was almost 20 years ago?
Oh, it was 20 years ago. 2010.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm going to die.
I know. I'm worried.
Yeah, 25 years ago.
No shit. I better stop smoking and putting things in my butt.
Putting things in? What do you store stuff up there? Or is it
snacks?
You store snacks?
Well, I can't eat it. I can't eat at work, so, I mean, I got to absorb my nutrients rectally. I also tried that with... Do
you think they would be more upset if you ate, or more upset if you were sticking things in your ass?
You can actually put grain alcohol inside your anus and get drunk that way.
I've heard people die from that, like often.
Yeah, you could pretty much don't know when to stop getting your booze anally inserted. Like, I mean, I guess you can't really.
Because it just hits you all of a sudden. It's
Yeah.
not like
That's the one. You know what? If my life ends in an awesome way, that's great. But as long as I'm not laying in a gutter with a heroin needle stuck in me, or as long as I didn't die by filling my anus full of grain alcohol and then getting alcohol poisoning, even better.
So those are the two?
Oh, yeah.
As long as you don't die in either of those two ways,
As
you're
long as
happy?
I'm not naked in the gutter with a heroin needle in me, and the cops aren't taking pictures like, look at this faggot, haha. And as long as I don't just keel over one day, and then as I die, great alcohol seeps out of my anus because it has to go somewhere.
Yeah. So those are the two. I mean, being like, raped to death by a gorilla, that's fine. Actually, that'd be pretty badass. Actually.
Well, I mean, everybody would know you forever. You were the
As
dude
the
that
guy
got raped
who
to death by a
got
gorilla.
raped.
Yeah. I mean, there's no other way to go out sometimes.
You keep expectations fairly low, don't you?
No, I keep them realistic because when you're reaching for a star, you reach for the lowest one you can.
Yeah, because you still got a fucking star.
Exactly. And that's your winner. That's your winning.
What are you gonna do? Buy a star twice as long. Still, you'll be like the guy who got a star.
Exactly. Fuck those overachieving twats.
So, I guess that wraps her up.
Yep, that's our hour. Our hour of awesome.
Do you have parting words or anything like that?
What about that little clip?
Which clip?
From Tombstone.
I think I have that.
Oh, well, fuck.
Well, I mean, you didn't mute everything.
Oh, I got it there.
Oh, no, I do have it.
Yeah.
All right, parting words. Maybe this should just be our parting words.
I think that'd be awesome.
Until next week. I want you to know it's over. Bye.
Oh, the exit's pretty similar to what you got. But you added keyboard cat and that's my mama. So. Oh, for a first episode, that was actually pretty good.
314-266-9363 is our comment line. Follow us on Twitter at WFODix. Email us at WFODix@live.com. That's Dix with an S, bitches. That's plural, fuck. Hell yeah. Call us, fuckface.
Someone's got auto-tune.
Do it, faggot.
Also remember that anything that you send us can be read or played on the podcast. So don't give us your social security number. Fucking retard. Peace!
Well, that was actually pretty good. Like, you had some audio issues and, you had problems with you get too close to the mic and then really far away. But, other than that, the chemistry was there, the humor was there, a lot of the foundation was really there right from the very beginning. And I guess you kind of just added Travis and honed things a bit, and then Drunk showed up eventually. So, yeah, pretty good. If I was to give this a rating out of 10, I'd give it 312. Okay, that's all for now. Bye.